If you're a longtime fan of the Glutensnake channel, you will know that you can put way more than just 12 players in the server. But what is the upper limit? Everybody used to think it was the Valve imposed limit of 31. Thank you, Yoshi. But we said screw that, we hacked the game, and we made the biggest Deadlock match in history. It's gonna be a 19v19 where the top half of the heroes are gonna go against the bottom half. But if we're gonna do the biggest match in Deadlock history, we're gonna do it in style. We got some of the best players in the entire world to play in this event, including 15 players that are #1 on their heroes in their respective leaderboards, 17 players that are at worst top 7 on their heroes, and 6 people who were incredible players but were last-minute replacements because some people didn't show up. So who's gonna win the biggest match in Deadlock history? Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the biggest game in Deadlock history. We have 19 of the best Deadlock players in existence on one side, and of course 19 of the best ones on the other. It is the top half versus the bottom half of heroes, and they have decided to start this fantastic game of Deadlock by just going straight for the mid boss. I do have Mox and Shiba here with me. Mox, what do you think about this game?
I don't know what is about to happen. Look at all the heroes that come out in the kill feed. I think half of the screen is actually just going to be covered in those kills.
We really weren't thinking a lot about UI. We were more thinking, how the hell can we cram 38 people in the server? For people who have, like, you know, modded Deadlock before, they will know. I know. This is insane already. The mid-boss grab minute 1. But yeah, and the kills are plenty. But yeah, for people who know, there's a limit of 31 players on Deadlock Discord. A month ago, we were made aware of a way to hack a Discord. Basically the same thing that would look if you're like actually trying to hack it. And we could increase the number of people in it. And lo and behold, we have the largest game of Deadlock ever. We are praying it does not crash. We did some playtests. So we're hoping for the best, but already all the rejuves are gone, Mox. What the hell is going on? What will the strategy look like for both teams?
I don't know. I expect to see a lot of Scourges and Torment Pulses. That's what I was thinking. Like, how would I prepare to like play 19 heroes against 19 other heroes? I just get as many big circles as you can. Just Torment Pulse, Scourge, and I don't even know what else.
I mean, I think that some heroes are just a lot better. Any hero, people have been complaining a lot about the circle meta, where like a lot of characters just have very strong AoE abilities, and I think that any character that's a strong AoE ability is gonna be so good here. A Lash, a Dynamo, and Team Amber certainly has a lot of very, very good heroes in that, right?
Yeah, it's hard to know actually because I can't even see the entire roster of heroes up top on the UI. But you can see the massive conglomeration of people in that mid lane, which is just going to be a permanent menace. It's almost like its own unique street brawl here in mid. I wonder what's going to happen on the side lanes.
I know. I think that a very important observation was made, which is that people are starting to buy Trophy Collector. I think every single person will try to buy Trophy Collector. The soul split is horrid because, you know, there's 19 people in the freaking lane. So Trophy Collector is going to be the main way to get, you know, any picks that you can.
Yeah, and you could technically stack it in one purchase, right? Because if there's 19 players on the other team, if you kill 12, you're getting all of your trophy stacks like immediately. That's insane value. We could see one team like massively steamroll like within 15 minutes.
I mean, you would say that, right? But like trophy collectors are capped at 16 kills, and I think 16 kills are going to be reached pretty freaking quickly in this game, huh?
I'm a little worried for one thing. I just realized that Sapphire has a 7, and so clearly they have to go ult build, right? There's 19 heroes to hit on the other team in open space. Like, there's no way that that's not a value build.
Oh, yes. I mean, it is really chaotic, even as far as Glutensnake events already go. We do see some of the best heroes here, and of course, Chua is playing his classic Warden, Chua #3 Warden in A, and very well known. He was telling me that he's playing and going punch build on that Warden, which is ambitious to say the least.
Yeah, I guess we're just trying to make sure that we confirm punches with Cage, like just full sell out, find some crazy ass items.
No, I mean like. Okay, look, the more people there are in a team, like the more people are expecting, oh, somebody else is gonna parry, not me, right? So maybe it's fine just throwing punches in the air. Like, what's the worst that could happen? You get parried, there's 15 other people shooting at your vague general direction.
Yeah, maybe parrying in general is a bad idea because you're almost stun locking yourself in place.
Yeah. I know the normal mechanics of Deadlock are really gonna be so freaking different. I don't even know what the soul difference is right now. The souls aren't covered, unfortunately, because of the UI.
Covered.
Yes.
I have a live update actually because I have it in my game. It's 35k on Amber to 43k on Sapphire. So that's our live update.
I mean, that's a healthy lead. Sapphire does have a little bit better team quality, I would say. A lot more number ones on Team Sapphire. But I think that Amber has just a lot better heroes, right? I mean, like Bebop, Dynamo, Billy, Graves especially. Like, just... think about how good those zombies are going to be in these 19v19 scenarios, or just getting people stuck on the ground in a 19v19 scenario.
Yeah, I mean, her immobilize is going to get insane value. It's going to be almost impossible to not catch 2 or 3 heroes like all the time. So you very easily see an instance where they go like Echo Shard and like Greater Expansion, just cover the whole floor with immobilize.
Yeah. I mean, it is going to be very, very difficult to see how this game is going to pan out. The lag is already affecting things a little bit. We didn't see any crashes in our playtest, but we're going to have to see if there's going to be anything else. There's other ways to screw a game over. I don't think we've seen any disconnects either. Some characters that I do think are going to be very interesting are that Yamato and that Silver. Those are both characters worth looking at. Silver is being played by Lord NM, who's one of the best players in NA, and Pashi Pop is playing Yamato, and Pashi's like an incredible player. And the reason why those are both interesting is because both of those characters have ults that become stronger the more people you kill. So can you imagine a chain of kills right now, like a battlefield that doesn't end for like 5 minutes, a Yamato ult that lasts for the entire rest of the game?
Yeah, Silver is potentially insanely powerful, and it's going to be funny to see how hard she can take some of these fights. We might see like a wolf form last for like 5 straight minutes, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I do want to note that despite the fact that there's 19 players on each team, some of them have disconnected already, the walkers are basically unharmed, which is something that I really didn't expect. The battle seems to be entirely on Team Amber's side, though.
Yeah, it's been bad. It's like a tug of war, right? Like everybody's kind of taking their time, pushing forward, falling backwards. It's been that way through this mid lane the entire side. And surprisingly, there's a lot of Guardians still up on the map, especially for the Sapphire side. They have all 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, Sapphire is just proving to be the much stronger team, especially right now in the early game. And we do see that people are trying to run away as best as they can, but the big chaotic fight is here in the middle. That is where the splash has been concentrated. With a little bit of action on the side lanes, what kind of characters do you think best thrive in this side lanes, in this specific scenario, which is completely unnatural?
But we can kind of see it right now on the right side of the map. There's the Haze and Calico and Eternus like chasing down and hunting. Like it's just one player. Like that's Pashi Pop, I think, on that Yamato getting run down too. Like what can Pashi do 3v1? I guess just, you know, walk out and survive anyways. But those are really good side lane ganking heroes. They got the Guardian for it, but no kill.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be really, really good. Pashi is very good at this game, and the Silver still doesn't have an ult. In fact, only a few heroes in the game still have their ults, because we see that Dynamo and that Billy, but a bunch of others don't, and I think some of those ults can be very, very scary. Pocket Affliction, especially in this sort of scenario, can do what? Imagine afflicting 19 people.
Yeah, there must be like a coded in cap of heroes that it can hit, right? We're not going to see a 19-man affliction, are we? That would be... That might actually break the server. Actually, maybe we shouldn't root for that.
I know. Mid-boss number 2 has spawned, and lo and behold, Team Sapphire is already in position. They do have some very good heroes to secure that, but I see a whole bunch of players have died trying to contest that. McGinnis can be so key with those walls, and of course that Celeste can be so key at dropping circles on the ground. I am so curious to see how this one's gonna go.
There's actually a ton of value for Page, like in close quarters like these. I do wonder if we're gonna see like the Page build go like full bookworm or not. It could do a lot of damage, especially when, you know, everybody's like starved for money in this spot. Ooh, big Infernus ult's gonna try to clean up things here in this mid pit. Yellow's starting to turn the fight after Sapphire had a bunch of the early kills, but everybody is respawning. Yeah. It's just an endless like mosh pit in there.
I mean, people say early kills don't matter. In this specific game mode, they really, really, really don't matter. It's all about positioning and trying to see if you can get an occasional parry, you know? I did think I heard the mid-boss drop somewhere there. We can't even see it. Our observer is trying voraciously to try and click it. Like, what are you gonna do? It is just proving so difficult. We're gonna go to third-person view. The lag is already affecting the server a little bit as everyone is trying from Team Sapphire to just wrap that mid-boss up with as many punches as they can. The mid-boss is gonna drop. What is the contest gonna look like? What do we have here for Team Amber? And Kelvin comes in. So many rabbits. Oh, no.
Oh, puddle punch! Oh, the dome though. Black hole on top of this. Actually, great combination. Amber gets all three of them.
Yeah, Dynamo can be so important. And especially early in the game, nobody's going to be able to afford unstop, so Dynamo can just secure mid right there and then. It is the usual advice. You just try to use that Dynamo to secure mid. Well, it worked out for this one, huh?
I'm still dying to see this 7 ulti used on like the first urn, which is coming up in almost a minute now, but everything else has been surrounded with this mid boss, and you can see a little bit of what having 19 players splitting souls looks like. Everybody is just so violently poor in this game that you can't even get enough money from your trophy collectors yet.
Yeah, I mean, you still need those 16 kills somehow, but yeah, that's going to be very, very important. Now, of course, there's this very big question, which is that every single time that mid has happened, the 3 regions have been secured like in 1 millisecond. It's just so impossible to have any like staying advantage. The only thing that really matters is that macro, and Team Amber certainly has a little bit worse of that because they have already lost that one massive walker on lane number 1, which, you know, usually a big advantage with those souls. I don't know how much 3,000 souls are going to matter when they split. Or is it the case that the souls split equally? So you would get like 500 souls each if you kill a walker, essentially.
Yeah, like would you even like go out of your way to try to funnel that money onto somebody? I do have a pop quiz for you though, Gluten. Are you ready? If I set the over-under at 100 kills, which would you take right now?
Oh, 100 kills is like minimum I would expect to see in this game. Like we're
currently at 170.
Oh, 170, just 170 kills. 170 kills. I mean, we can see it right here. 99 to what? Oh, sorry, 72 to 108. I mean, some heroes certainly more kills than others. I am so curious how support heroes are going to interact here, because normally the way that you're strong as a support hero is that you can help like that one key hero on the team, buff the tank, give a little bit more weapon damage to the M1 character. Like, what happens if 50 people could just like go into the backline and kill you?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that's why having something like Kelvin is actually pretty helpful in this game, right? And Quantum, we talked about the potential like hero cap on Affliction, but like, what if there's no cap on Quantum? You just pull 19 heroes out of position, like to save them defensively?
You know, Quantum is a fantastic ability, can save a lot of work, but I imagine that if somebody Quantums 19 people, some of these players are going to figure out a way to abuse the fact that the Dynamo's going to have to land somewhere, right?
Yeah, and everybody else around him as well.
Yeah. We just see Boger here. Boger, fantastic Ivy, last minute replacement, and already has grabbed that urn immediately. I mean, the power of having so many people on the urn means that if there's no one on the circle for even a split second, you're just gonna get it.
Yeah, I didn't get to see. That might have been a comeback. That cap time was really, really short. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but that was a really, really fast turn in for Amberside, who are still down money.
Yeah. In the meantime, the power of the 7 that you were discussing a little bit earlier is being shown. Actually, I don't think, was that the 7 or was that the Sinclair pretending to be? No, it is 7. It is 7. And with that 7, Team Sapphire is going to be able to advance and get this walker on lane number 2 almost certainly.
It's a bit unfortunate to be the ooh, that's a huge black hole. Wait, there could be so much damage coming from that, and there is actually the cleanup against that walker. Sapphire was aggressively pushing for that opportunity there, man. Monkey on the Dynamo, helping their team clean up house.
Yes, the power of that McGinnis Dynamo combo is always insane. In the meantime, of course, this vendor is trying to push this Ivy. The Kutsus can be so good at cleaning lane, and the vendor is going to be forced to back up. I'm curious to see what kind of items are people buying other than Trophy Collector, which everyone has.
Sustain, I mean, that would be my best guess. Sustain and shielding, I feel like two incredibly value. If all you're trying to do is like stack up your money in the meantime, like I can't imagine not getting something like that, but you do have to find some damage in your spikes, either gun or spirit.
Yeah, I think that Healbane is an item I'm seeing a fair bit in, and I think it's a fantastic item for this game mode. Healbane gives you anti-heal, which can be very important, but also gives you heal on kill or assist. And you know how many kills or assists are happening right now? What's your over-under?
We're gonna have to set a new one. Let me check right now. Let's see where we're at. Okay, you know, I'll be honest, it's a little bit slow since the last time we checked, but still, pace is staying up, and it's gonna keep accelerating as the teams will essentially never stop fighting.
Yeah. Now, what hero, Mox, do you think is the hero that, well, might be like strong on a normal game of 6v6, but is much weaker right now? Vindicta's probably one character that I'm looking at as a much weaker hero in this game mode than you would think.
Yeah, she can get collapsed on pretty easily, right? And Talon has some incredible escapes now that they buffed his little air maneuver. But I'm just thinking, like, anybody who's immobile, like Bebop comes to mind. Bebop, really exploitable, not a lot of movement options. Like, heroes like that are going to be punished really, really hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I think that any character that does not have mobility is going to be really, really, really bad in this game mode. This Yamato has the reverse mobility. She can reach towards you. Normally a good thing, but when there's 19 people towards you, maybe a slightly worse ability, but her team is there, but the haste still manages to get the kill. We do see Basil here. Basil, an incredible Mirage player, and he's going to be chasing this haste to the ends of the earth. He might be able to press 3 and kill her, right? Right?
Yeah, I think so. But he doesn't have items. Like, is it enough damage without it? Yeah, it's not quite. He could sneak out just from the smoke bomb. That's so close there.
Those spirit values are amping up. We do see some people have already reached 10k souls, and I think with 10k souls, you start seeing a little bit more abilities that can actually affect the game around you, right, Mox?
Yeah, you're starting to get a lot of your AP in order, and you're starting to feel a little bit more like the hero that you normally play in these games. I do think there's a lot of like value in just getting your gun spike. You're talking about like what people are going to start prioritizing their buys, but I think early gun spike is really insane value considering there's such little money from both teams. I do wonder if that's going to come into people's consideration when they start to leveling their skills, if they're going to be more gun forward or something along those lines.
Yeah. I mean, I think the play right now is to go again for that mid, trying to get those golden statue buffs that you get from killing it. And we do see Vindicta getting picked yet again here. Vindicta not that strong in this game mode after all. I don't think it's the player. I think the player's insane. It's like number 5 EU or something like that. But yeah, the big fight is devolving yet again into mid. Earn and mid are going to be done on summit every single time, right?
The Sapphire team's so funny. They're just like a death ball wherever they go to. You can see them like walking in the same. Somebody is doing a great job of like coaching and directing that hit squad because they are just following the same target wherever they go to. It's so funny to see through the walls.
Yeah. I mean, it is going to be like so insane to try and figure out. The mid boss is dropping it. I see Ivy ult. I see every stun in the game. There's not going to matter. And I think, oh no, all 3 have been secured by Team Sapphire. And that Kelvin Dome is going to mean that there's going to be a little bit of a kill fest there. But it's not going to matter because there's no one from Team Amber there to be killed.
Yeah, they all got nuked in the pit with the initial crystal drop. Sapphire like maintaining a really, really strong lead. I don't know if they just had the better draft, or maybe they maneuvered through the chaos a little bit better. Draft, yeah. Use that term really loosely right now.
Yes. What is the soul difference right now? The real soul difference.
Let's see, 226 Sapphire, 208 on Amber.
Alright, so it's not that bad, right? Because, I mean, like, normally the way that you think about soul difference is that 20k souls is a huge difference. It's really, really bad in most stages of the game. But if it's 20k souls split amongst 19 people, that's like...
Yeah.
That's like, what, sprint boots? You have one more sprint boots than your opponent?
Yeah, exactly. A tier 1 for your side. I think it'll be interesting if we can check in, maybe hover over some of these trophy collectors. I imagine at this point everybody's trophy collector is stacked. But even at that, yeah, see, Mirage has 6. I'm sure everybody's is stacked at this point. There's like some 200, if not more, kills. And now it's just about like waiting for the money to roll in. Because you could keep fighting permanently, but like everybody's just starved for money. I actually didn't anticipate this as a core function of this game mode, but it's actually proven to be very important.
Yeah, I mean, like, and it's a good thing they're starved for money, because I imagine that if everyone was at 50k already, it wouldn't be much of a game. It would be just like one tapping everyone, right? I think that starving for money makes the game mode a lot more interesting. And we do see another big earn fight. Everyone is in the pit right now, and I mean, This Urn might actually go in perpetuity.
There's a little bit of cheeky gameplay happening from the Archmother side where they got Lord and M, and I'm not sure who's on our Sinclair, but they're split pushing. Like, they're trying to get into the base. If you thought money was bad earlier, imagine if they get one of these shrines down and start to reduce that minion value.
Yeah, I mean, like, the big problem that I have with any sort of split push in this scenario is you're just going to be so close to the base and you're not going to do enough damage. And we do see that the Urn has collapsed, the game has given up, and it's whoever picks the most orbs at the end of the day. But Team Amber seems to have suffered a brutal defeat at the Urn with a lot of deaths, and the last walker is also dying. And I think that the question is, what does team-based defense look like?
I don't know how you push into 19 players. Those choke points over the base guardians are impossibly tight. Like, if it was already pretty easy to defend the base, you just imagine with quadruple the amount of heroes, Heresy blown up on the Apollo, Victor's going to be increasingly more and more difficult. And luckily they are on the Archmother side, who's already doing well, but it's going to be really difficult to crack the base here unless Amber just throw away a bunch of advantages.
Yeah, I mean, they might as well, because, I mean, like, doing this fight next to the patrons, next to the base where you could just go and heal, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna dive in there deep? I don't even know what the hell is going on. Actually, 7 people just died immediately with a bunch of page horses. Doorman has prepared a door here, and I think that's gonna be very good to get people in and out of the base, but that was a lot of picks. That felt like a lot of picks.
It felt like the Hidden King was doing pretty well at the start of that, and then we just saw the stat check come in from the side of the Archmother. I was expecting a little bit more of a defensive hold from the Hidden King side right now, but it's looking really tough really quickly right now.
Yeah, it is just really, really difficult. Some of these heroes are at full capacity, and of course, you need that Dynamo, you need that McGinnis, you need that Bebop to be ulting and trying to do like this very big splash play. The Shrines are not wounded yet though from Team Amber, only base Guardians have been lost right now, and I mean, the big advantage that you get from base Guardians is of course that mobility that you get on the zipline. And how much does mobility matter if there's a permafight happening?
Yeah, I think mobility is not a tremendously useful item in this mode. Like I said, there's always like 3 other heroes to collapse after you dodge the first couple of abilities, so I'm really not even sure what the answer is in terms of itemization, but a couple of clever things like Sinclair bought an Alkfire to help push down objectives if they want to like really crush the base and end this game mode soon. Then items like that can go a long way to help your team.
But yeah, Team Amber did get a huge pick here. This page is bravely going straight into the enemy formation. And I mean, the movement is insane, but not going to be enough. The Calco does go behind and chase her. And some characters like Shiv are really worth talking about. I mean, Shiv gets so much power from his dashes based on the amount of people that he, you know, attacks. And what happens if there's 19 people here?
Yeah, it was already basically on a 0 cooldown. If you hit a couple of heroes, it just look, he used it once, it's already back. So that, I mean, Shiv could probably actually like 1v19 in this match.
It's the dream of every Shiv. I love that every time deaths happen, there's 50 deaths happening at the same time. It's never just like, oh, one person got randomly picked. It's like, oh, there's 50 ults. And is that mid-boss again?
Yeah, absolutely it is. Amber team trying to get a little bit of a split push, get a walker, a little bit more money. And I wonder if they're just going to keep pushing at this point. They really don't have a good spot to contest mid. Kelvin is thinking about it. It might just be a stall angle, though.
Yeah, I don't think he managed to do anything there. He's just going to put his dome and delay for a tiny bit of time. As hopefully some picks are secured here and there. Haze is a very interesting character normally. I mean, she is like an assassin, but like when are you ever going to find people alone? Big Haze is just not very good in this format, and we do see that whoever's playing Haze in his potatoes has opted for a max ult, max fixation, max ricochet sort of build.
You'll never be my equal.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the answer is there. They need so many items to help that ricochet and empower it, and it's just like not enough right now. We do see 7 almost getting taken out, unfortunately. The singularity from Dynamo doesn't really get too much. They do have a doorman doorway to get them back into the base. I was expecting maybe to see a little bit more of the kidnapped doorman. You imagine with such tight congested spaces, if you could kidnap like 4 to 5 heroes through a doorway, how funny that would be taking them into the base.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It always feels a lot harder to kidnap Eternus players than it does feel to kidnap Seekers. But I'm curious to see how it's going to go with this base defense. The shrines are falling one after the other. Lash comes in with the ult, grabs a whole bunch of people there, but is that going to be enough? No follow-up from the team. People keep dying over and over and over. It is, of course, Sapphires game to lose right now. The urn is being secured in the back for free. And I don't know, the second shrine is going to be the focus of this big fight.
The Archmother team just had the advantage all game in terms of money, and they kept on kind of winning those advantages every single fight, and Amber never really had an opportunity to kind of turn that around and flip this game on its head. And unfortunately, now that the shrines have gone down, it's going to be even harder. We could see them being pressed into their base. The entirety of Sapphire is not even here to kind of fight against this. You can see how much space that Victor is creating, but it's getting to be a tough spot here as we're at the 25-minute mark, but it feels like it's just about over.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but I have a question for you, Mox. What happens if you put 2-player on a weakened patron pet?
You've raised an excellent point. They might have an opportunity to perma-invuln the mid-boss pit as long as they're a little bit heads up on there. So you mentioned the potential of the base defense. I guess you answered the question for me.
And I mean, like, at the end of the day, when those death cooldown timers go all the way to 80, 90 seconds, what happens then? Like, Sapphire eventually are gonna have to die, right? Eventually.
I mean, maybe. I think the answer might just be that it's very easy for Sapphire to kill everybody on Amber. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Wait, huge amount of kills coming through. Could this be the opening we've been looking for? I don't even know how many are down already, but it's only yellow in the kill feed. You have to keep an eye when the next mid-boss comes up, but really nice contest. I wonder how many heroes may have been caught in a singularity in that spot, but that might have been the turnaround we've been looking for this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, the power of singularity into Hazel. Delicious, delicious, delicious indeed. But yeah, this Victor is still trying to 1v11 here. If there's any character that can pull it up, it is Shiba Victor. But I think he's gonna die. Is there gonna be a massive amount of stun here? Kelvin Dome comes in, and I think that Victor is gonna be too isolated to do anything.
I'm holding my breath because it's looking really difficult right now. I think missing Pain Battery is a bit of a problem there, but he is living. Wait, he's walking out. Hold on, the team is arriving to back him up. He's still alive, 200 HP. No, he'll finally go down. Sapphire
like
actually dealing with some, yeah, he's dealing with some long respawn timers, so he'll take a couple, but Amber's still in control after.
Yeah. I mean, like, the big problem is that Amber really needs a shrine right now. Like, they desperately, desperately need a shrine in order to combat that macro advantage. And we do see a Wraith is going on the back line. She's going to try and wrap it up. It is, of course, our very own Strength. One of the most, one of the biggest attenders of events in this Glutensnake channel, representing his one-trick pony. Well, he plays like 15 heroes. But it is Wraith that he loves the most. And he was so insistent, I want to be here on Wraith. And he's the #1 Wraith NA. So, very good strategy there. And with 2 shrines down, macro is going to be tough. But does macro matter? Actually, this is a very important question. So the biggest loss that you have from those 2 shrines is souls, right? But the vast majority of souls are coming from kills at this point. And of course, the ability to have the minions push for themselves. But when is there ever going to be an empty lane here?
Yeah, I don't think macro's that big of a deal. The only macro questions are, can, you know, whoever's distracting right now on the side of Sapphire create enough space that they get to do mid-boss for free? And it looks like it's kind of going that way right now, as it's already below half HP, and we'll get the nuclear damage treatment. They're gonna try to make something of this, but they're really late.
Yeah, I don't think you're able to go inside that pit, especially because you do have, you know, much stronger Team Sapphire looking at you. We are at 157 to 234 kills. So Team Sapphire is certainly way, way ahead in kills. And of course, there's a balancing factor because almost everyone on Team Amber right now has enough kills to power up the trophy collector. So yeah, sure, like the soul difference might favor Team Sapphire, but the souls are still gonna grow, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job of taking away the rejuves right now, so they're actually feeling pretty good about this defense, but they've lost a couple of heroes in the process. It's not really going that horrendously for the Amber side right now, and like you mentioned, the longer it goes, the less that soul difference becomes a real massive problem. So they're trying to press the gas and take down the first stage of the Hidden King right now.
Yeah, of course. We do see the Stallion has gone for a very untraditional build. He's gone for a very gun-heavy one. Most Stallions are going for some sort of hybrid, mainly spirit-heavy build right now. But I guess gun makes a lot of sense. You're going to be getting a lot of kills. You're going to be in the air, so you're not going to be the focus of a lot of those ground-based heroes. And, you know, you need anything that gives you a lot of sustain. And Spirit doesn't do as good of a job against 19 people as it does against 6. Oh my god, the
we're
lag.
getting lag now. We are really starting to condense in a tight spot. They used the singularity, I believe, already, but we're going to test that theory of yours about the invul, and we're seeing what I wanted earlier, the 7. He's hitting everything inside the base, too, but he's healing throughout it. Oh, the seal away Dormant actually super clutch for that moment.
Yeah, very, very important. If that Dormant was not there, that 7 would have fried every single person. There seems to be enough people perpetually in the pit in order for Team Amber to still have a shot at the game. And the Billy comes in with a very big Billy ult. He does get more and more and more unstoppable the more people he grabs. Dynamo comes in with a massive ult, and that might be cleanup.
They might have full team wiped Sapphire. Look at the minimap right now. There's like 3 heroes left. They're gonna try to clean them up.
And I mean, we do see discussions happening right now about how exactly this game is going to finish. And it is going to be very difficult. It is going to be very difficult. You need to kill everyone in the enemy team. And I think that is a worthy, like, that's a worthy goal. If it is a 19v19, if you want to prove that you're the superior team, you have to manage a team wipe. And that's how you prove that you're the superior team, right?
We kind of have to like readdress what we call them, because it's less of a team and it's more of a Zerg, right? To bring like a like an MMO terminology or something. It's 19v19. It's an entire Zerg of players rolling into the base right now.
Of course, we do have that Page throwing infestations on the ground. We do have that Mutalisk in the air, that Holiday just looking to see what she can get. The 7... I don't even know what the 7 is. I don't know. Graves is a Broodlord. Oh god, I haven't played StarCraft 2 in such a long time. I'm trying to remember what each hero is best represented by. That Kelvin Dome is proven to be very, very powerful. Like a Kelvin Dome every once in a while means that Team Sapphire can, you know, be killed eventually. But how many people are left in pit? We do see the Patron is vulnerable. At the moment that it is vulnerable, it is dead. A fantastic game of Deadlock. Thank you so much to both teams for attending. It was hell to collect everyone, but we did it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like seeing chaotic games, check out this one where we gave initiate players against a bunch of Eternuses zombies on all lanes perpetually heading towards the Eternus side. Thank you so much to our Patreons and have a good day, folks.